such an outdated...
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
Little Yanqing will be the ringmaster. So cute.
Come on in.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotion...
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. There you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
I was planning to take Miss March and Yun Li to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close, but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying official identities. They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians. It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hulei's escape, and we foiled their plans by pure chance. I wonder who provided them with those disguises, and how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship. Yeah, I heard them too, but I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already The security of the Luofu is more... Those tourists just want to see some good... The real challenge lies beyond the ring. Obviously, there's...
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes. I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fish.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hulei on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yen, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Dan Heng are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yen. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong...
So, Yunli, what do you think we should do?
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach. The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hule's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hule actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the 2 of you here. Of course, I'll do my part, but not on the Sky Splitter.
General Huaiyan, are you asking me to take Yanqing's place as the Ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Luofu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the Shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I and the 2 behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the situation...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where we...
Let's start with those Borisin.
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yen... My alchemists, simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows...
So, in other words...
Indeed. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same.
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control. so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my senses. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin.
Such brute strength.
If I may be so bold.
I have lived a bit with his strength over 7s, even with medicinal by the end of the battle.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Luofu kept... But I guess I
understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Ling Sha.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past.
All right.
Firefly Type 4, activate!
Be of your body and mind.
Grace and elegance.
Let's improvise.
Sam in position.
Every victory is hard won.
Did this Cloud Knight also...
No.
All these Borisin are...
Someone...
Despite being a law, it's hard to imagine.
Such is the terrible, just like you said, Miss.
The Foxians didn't...
Exactly. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner? I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead...
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Fulei, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore,
It seems you have a major misunderstanding. Yanqing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Watch out! This thing is still alive! Regenerate even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line. Be of your body and mind!
Exist unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin! Let's improvise.
Them in position. Attack!
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! Firefly Type 4 in position. Live to fight! Fight to live! A picture of grace and elegance.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Pay attention.
You haven't answered.
The reason why...
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets? Well, Marshall believed that this...
Exactly. Why can Borisin control... Each questioner had to the Foxians of the Yaoqing. Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu that served as a warning to future generations.
this edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hule and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou Alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a Cauldron Master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor, and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But, let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Moza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers. The other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Videodara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borison would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloud Hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Videodara collude with the Borison and aid in Hulei's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Lingshaw, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Videodara's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Lingshaw?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingshaw. The internal affairs of the Videodara should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy? But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borison, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers, and even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. But, unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue? You see Borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou, but in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hulei!
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us, no matter how far you run away.
Hulei. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home, Lord Hulei? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Moktok, is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief! She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book!
And she bested you, Moktok. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus, who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
This prophet, Mongus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borisin have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality! And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the Luofu's war dance. And that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it!
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Luofu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Luofu is distracted by the stupid war dance, so this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiaoqiu, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub, Moktok?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always unquestioningly follow your orders.
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
I can't believe he had. Perhaps I can try to... Just as I suspected. The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison. For now.
I'm sorry, but the... Hey, although we're short...
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking. Understood. Please...
An ancient game to make your brain... An ancient game
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. You're not one of us, but
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
Not yet. There's no way for this tiny ship to escape from the Xianzhou. Only the starships at Stargazer Navalia can break through the Jade Gate. Moktok said there would be...
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on? Someone is keeping an eye on me.
You're back, Jiao Cho.
You were closely watching me, weren't you? And if I sought help from anyone, your people would kill them. Was that your plan, Hule?
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the War Dance. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones any time. There's no escape from me, Jiao Cho. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer. Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention.
Fine. You can torture me. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive?
So, is that why the Xianzhou Yaoqing wanted to take me away? I still remember. In the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of Moonrage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the Borisin and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Cho? I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the Borisin, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borisin and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon. Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borisin warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own. Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger. I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiaoqiu, I found you.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borisin?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Muaza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiaoqiu, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borisin? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borisin. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Luofu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary Borisin that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Luofu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position. What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A star skiff to get us out of the Luofu. The Borisin we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borisin and corner our prey.
This is where we ran into the board
because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened. Losing contact with their, however...
Are you suggesting that there are board...
This is an automated area. First, look at those two Skyfaring Commission staff members. Then, there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Lastly, there's that if you have a target in mind, let's...
Hey, you there! No, not at all.
A peculiar...
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. This is just weird. I'm sorry, but I need to... Who are you?
Hey, chill out.
But Stargazer Navalia is the ship...
Official document?
That makes perfect...
Yeah, we've received...
You're aware of the Borisin prison?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter.
No, everything is normal on the...
You've been observing...
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant... Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yanqing, aren't you supposed to be on the...
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard.
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to...
Yes.
So, it seems that some Borisin...
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if...
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia as on lockdown, as
their flimsy disguise has been exposed.
Why are you still here?
No, I never...
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. How many more of your comrades are here?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoqing. What are you...
And freely. The dice I bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Recalibrating.
Okay.
catch up.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Initiate cleanup. Attack!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Sense the sea! Go free!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Grace and elegance.
Watch your head.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight to live!
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this! Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk?
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I thought. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Huli.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that—
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borson. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then, they chase them like it's a game. Borson get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their—
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a—
Well, just a hazy past. Not all Foxians are lucky enough to be born on a Xianzhou ship. I grew up in one of the worlds where Borson roam, known as the Fallen Territories by the people of the Yaoqing. To the Wolf Masters, Foxians are nothing but property. Cannon fodder used to slow down the Xianzhou attack.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet.
Please, save.
I wanna—
Zhao Cho, find a medical engine.
I see. How is the front line?
The Borson beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place—
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her?
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must— General asks you to say— I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body— Buddy, it's—
Her blood pressure. Pressure is dropping.
Loud and clear.
I will.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borisin bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle. Turns out it's all because of her Borisin bloodline. Mutt. Despicable Mutt.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borisin. Moonrage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borisin, to have their bodies torn apart by Moonrage and transform into a beast, is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, with the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hulei, do you know the saddest thing? All this time, I've devoted but once again, they rushed into battle like a useless idiot. I saved a fish, so I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed everything I'm doing now. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance. And a fully cured.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course, because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles, that's why we will consume.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter! The ship that the war dance will be held on is about to set off! The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes! And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted!
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin Pax, there's still hope.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the Wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs with our fangs bared.
But Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
Xiaoqiu.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xiangzhou Luofu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs! We shall stride among the prey!
Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal pride.
Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and...
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So, well, how could they expect? That was the mission my grandfather entrusted to, as the saying goes. But what am I... Come on. Master March. There's so much pressure. Sure. You made a promise to my grandfather.
Master Yunli, I don't think I'm completely ready.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Miss Yunli, Miss March, this way. I was informed of your arrival by the news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yanqing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, if they ask you this, how will you introduce your...
I am a...
Miss Yunli's contestant. Please, follow this...
Thank you, Miss Shikwe.
Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall. So...
there are so many people!
March, before the war dance begins, my grandfather always told me that a weapon... You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you?
Master Yunli's
observing the weapon.
Why?
That's the only... Now, is a...
Know myself, and know...
Oh! You're March.
That's right.
As you can see, I see this. That's right. First, the question that is on everyone's mind. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but... Then what is the real... You're kidding. Once the war dance begins, May I ask who that... Who? Thank you very much for accepting...
Yes. It's all right.
There are still many guests.
Understood.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great lieutenant. Who would have imagined that this last-minute replacement...
That's right.
What? Yo...
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic, too.
The first round of the...
Me? I'm fine. Looking at these contestants, I understand why you want...
So? Very well. Go... Walk through here, we'll be able to see the War Dance's official venue.
Wow, so...
Look over there. That's the...
Master Yun...
Well, it's...
almost time for... As soon as I think about the mission General Haiyan gave me...
It's when it stops. I have to...
I wonder how Master...
Hey!
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General.
You two, follow me. Morza's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
That mean...
He will be fine. Cloud... Knights, search for the target.
Living? That's all a big hustle and bustle. But life's all about savoring the moment.
All of you, get out of my...
Wait.
General, I failed.
A declaration of...
That's right. If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borisin, are able...
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Die, you lowly beast! Die!
Save your breath!
Freely.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Dreams do come true.
Think you've won?
Like fireflies.
A road of no return for you.
Hedge your bets.
Morza. Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me?
Hoolay is planning on attacking the bus.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover Borisin that we...
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hoolay's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borisin. This is Hoolay's declaration of war.
Contact the Skyfaring
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means...
But if Hoolay succeeds and
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing. What Hoolay wants is to see everyone on the Luofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scour. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They hide an object under one of several bowls, then move the bowls around and have you guess. The way I see it, this is all. No matter what Hoolay does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Luofu.
Right now, the only...
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, are we just supposed to abandon those less likely...
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision, but being lost in hesitation and failing to... Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven. Evacuate the people. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need...
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament.
If Hoolay does come to attack the Sky Splitter...
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing...
Cloud Knights! The Borisin have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. they vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borson to succeed with their plan? Be on your guard. Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Boris.
Fei Xiao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
There you are, Fei Xiao.
Madam Yukong! After 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more. It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the law.
A short respite, then time for the next fight. Let's see. Let's save some time. A short respite, then time for the next fight. Let's save some time. Let's save some time.
Some value, I...
A short respite, then time for the next fight. We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged.
We cannot allow the fighting to... I know Zhao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but... now is the time to... Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky... Madam Yukong, lend me your bow!
Everyone, out of the way!
What a mess. I just knew it would end up this. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known.
He has to. A retainer like myself is nothing more. Hopefully, you take a good look around. I don't care how tight they're.
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined that such a so decisive, so brutal. She is more.
I remember you, but it is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me.
Save your energy. I lived as a hunter for many years. The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows, thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule. I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live. Come, Yao Qing man. Show me your fangs. We will fight to...
But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one.
It boils in my veins. Long live Hule! The Borisin resurgence is at hand!
Borisin resurgence? You think you can still pillage and murder freely, as you did 1,000 years before? The Xinjiang Qing will ensure that this is nothing more than your dying fantasy.
Take it off! Watch your head!
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Rhythm get messed up.
Sam in position.
Hedge your bets.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a bad fight to live!
Fight me! A fight like this will set me running!
There's more to life. Eternal. Firefly sets the seas aflame!
I must hold on. Borisin resurgence shall come.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or death.
It seems that Moktok got...
Hule, your declaration. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Xiao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not over yet.
Stand down, Walza. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xinjiang must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or that your grand achievements were enough to convince everyone to keep their lips sealed.
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borson. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the Sky Splitter. Before you arrive, I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate this ship with the sheen of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless the Xiangzhou is. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the Borson Resurgence. Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me or die at my hand.
I accept your challenge, Hule. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter.
That's easy for my grandfather to say. But this mission doesn't seem so simple anymore. The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yen... According to the plan, maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts. March is in the March, it's me! Ugh, she's still nervous. You still seem nervous?
I wasn't this...
March? Don't worry, ask yourself.
Why?
For us nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my two masters and made many new friends. I want the war.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March,
Thank you, Master Yu.
According to Grandpa's plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if they're...
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know. We haven't noticed anything out of...
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
Unfortunately, we don't. However, you can rest assured that all Cloud Knights on the Sky Splitter have their own responsibilities and wouldn't...
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear that every Cloud Knight soldier we've met...
Your timing is perfect, Miss Yu.
An emergency boarding report.
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time?
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay.
No need. You have your own duty. I have to check on this immediately. Routine inspection! All pass... So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the... I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy... 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running at 3, 2, 1. Wait a second!
It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hule, so I requested to come to the Sky...
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late, Dan. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Are you?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud. But all...
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter is slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety. Not as interesting as Grandfather's gadget.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go. Strange. Why?
The Cloud Knights. They're over here.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go...
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations! Right on time. Stay away. Yes, you! Right on time. Yes, you!
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Melt!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Shivering mountains!
Attack!
Like until everything burns to ashes!
We found two wolves in the end.
There's no time to talk. Let's go. Come with me. To the ring. Intercepting sword technique. Descend to earth! Right on time. Right on time.
Some value, I suppose.
Let's improvise.
Joining the battle. Detonate.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Life. A true marvel. Yeah.
This way. We're not too late. Right on time. Yes, you!
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! Within the self...
That's all you got?
This is more than... Firefly Type 4, fight to live!
Grace and elegance.
Slap! true marvel.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Sien. We would like to welcome all. Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open.
Your war dance ends here. From this moment to me, and for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives!
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knights, prepare for battle!
I see you're ready for me. That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come!
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Fei Shao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Luo Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huaiyan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
That jolt just now. What's going on? Borisin must have actually... Looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yunli and the others as soon as possible. Nice job!
Recalibrating.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin!
There's more to life.
Stand in position.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! I could take 10 of you! Here you go, Master! Firefly Type 4, fight to live! The plan said that if Hule appears... the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Yunli, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
The hall below the ring. I remember it being this way. Master Yanqing!
I was concerned.
Yanqing, the wolf you are hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the cloud. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal death.
Please, I am March 7th, a sword master who will represent the Luofu in glory.
Yunli, may your blades be...
and your...
May your blades... Ah, forget it. Let's go and make this a quick...
Let's go.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
I thought Lin Shao had sent some young cubs to the slaughter.
Someone else take this one. Remember this. My name is March 7th, Ringmaster of the Luofu.
Does the Xianzhou Luofu not have any worthy warriors?
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of the young cub.
Existence is unity.
Joining the battle.
No dirty tricks, all right.
You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me? Just how long you want.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Such insane power!
Fine. Opening up. Finally arrives.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Watch your head!
Stay away!
Stand in position.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a set to the seas ablaze! You'll make good good practice.
Hedge your bets. All in.
Fight to live! Oh, I get it!
Swing with all your might, dear cub. You thought I would run? A wolf's path only goes forward. Running is never an option.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Here you go, Master! Attack detected!
All in.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
No dirty trick. Watch your head. All in.
Joining the battle.
Time to show you what I... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this!
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Why is the child still not here? I'm bored of these cards. This leads on. They'll all be dead by the time it arrives.
Burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Sets the seas ablaze! I could take 10 of you! Yeah! Awesome! Now watch this!
Sure, I'll play along. All in.
There's more to life. Eternal.
Fight to live!
Not that. Take much more than that. Your feeble weapons are like blades of grass before my... I've had enough. Time to finish this game. What's happening? Secrets are a weapon.
What you're saying is... in your...
Do you think you have some other escape route? After all, I'm sure not even your god can save her from this fate. Both and the only way to save... I must leave, Foxian. But...
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir up their madness.
You really did put hard work.
Are you the healer?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you... If you're a healer...
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child.
Okay, then...
What are you talking about?
So all you can do is heal us and...
Such arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue. What do you mean by cure war?
All you will achieve is getting yourself killed.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead, but I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain. They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Jiaoqiu, this is an order. Cure me!
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hulei. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve. Tumble dust. I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best to cure you. Fischl. I kept my promise. At the cost of this insignificant life. Bring victory to the Yaoqing.
So, you want to play dirty? Yeah, it's colder.
My sword is even colder!
Hulei's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
Someone else take this one? It's time for us to put this dog down! Now, I'm going to show you what Azure Tiger, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! They're very sportsmanlike!
Spend freely.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Stand in position.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in. Watch your head.
Stay away!
It's on me.
A pathetic little poison like this. This is enough to turn the tide of battle.
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
You'll make good yeah.
Sure, I'll play along.
Set to the seas of blaze!
My baby's slowing down.
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Watch your head.
This is... You may be hard to kill. That does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look. The power of the Cloud Knights is in my blade.
There's more to life.
Eternal.
No dirty tricks. Watch your head.
Stay away.
Calibrating. Stand in position.
Here you go, Master! Time to show you what I can... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this!
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
The hunt is finally over. Lieutenant Yanqing. Take it easy, young one. Who would have imagined I originally thought? And come. We need to lock up Hule once again.
Hi, Yanqing.
Do you want to learn it? I can teach you.
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe.
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago. Over 700 years have passed. And I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the end...
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets.
Yes, I was defeated. But this was not. craving slaughter without end. What now? They shall.
This is the heart of the Borisin Warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you. I don't understand. We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this Crimson Moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
General!
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
High stakes, high rewards. Don't ask, just spend.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter!
Does she think we're her enemies?
Boulay just wanted to take down the General, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
Until everything burns to ashes! Sets in the sea, the blaze!
Sure, I'll play along.
Enjoying yourself?
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all! Watch your head!
I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. What do we do? Do we fight or run?
After all this, do you still think running is an option? Let the show begin!
Hedge your bet, huh?
Sets in the sea, the blaze!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
We can't let her get away! But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us!
Trying.
I promise.
No one can live forever, Zhao Zhao.
Is this the Sky Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules.
We can't let her get away! Snap out of it!
You always leave the hardest battles for you even now. Isn't it strange? That is your enemy. This rage. I remember the taste. I know that it was never isn't that right, Fei Xiao?
You shouldn't be here.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination before every hunt. I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time when I learned your story from Zhao Zhou. I realized that what an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time waiting for this day to come. But now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Arbiter General's heart. the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
Your so-called survival of the few cannot weaken my resolve, Hu-Lei!
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Merlin's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the...
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abomination you went to the arms of your...
Wayne, all of this.
It's time to return, no matter how deep the hatred you bear for the poison. You devoured the Crimson Moon.
What?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people. They would rather place their hopes as a rival. I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death. For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borson are no more than late. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borson on to you, former Borson war slave.
All together!
Your hero, Zhao Chou, served you with such loyalty. He was if you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew. From that moment.
So this was the path that you prepared for me.
That's right. We are so similar after all.
I'm sure my answer. I refuse.
I told you before, accept these truths, and the Borson will bow to you. Destroy them, reduce them, carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books, into the list of arch enemies.
You do not understand, Hu-Lei. You have no idea what it is. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolfmasters.
Nirgal! Don't stop! Keep running!
I can't run.
They're still behind us! Don't stop! Nirgal! Look up! Look at that light in the sky! That's a shooting star! It's shining down on us! We will all be able to escape, so you have to run! Quick! Nirgal!
We ran and ran. With all the strength, I escaped the hunting pack.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my Kulor companions, It would... In the years that followed, gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. I prayed to the god of the skybow that I would never have to witness one of these shootings that day.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. If the gods who never plead nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals, then yeah. Do you understand now, Saran? You are a beast that was born.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for?
I fight, so that I can turn the stars above. What about you, Saran?
I fight, so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf, and have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Since the day I was born, the skies have had tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and mourned. I once knew the storm and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your inner beast as my weapon.
Tear back your disguises.
A wolf lurks in the heart of every Boarset and Foxian. The moment you grow, it will devour.
That won't do. Spend freely. The dice bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Watch your head.
Make your move, Hule. Never hesitate!
Just hedge your bets.
That won't do.
There's more to life. Eternal.
And your life will be stolen. Crouch to the death, and you shall live forever!
Watch your head.
If it wants to devour me, it will first have to beg for my mercy!
Some value, I suppose.
Just take your positions.
dreams do come true. I swear to be the arrowhead. Always soaring. Forever triumphant! Inevitable! Christ! As it pierces your skin! I have experienced for 700 years pain! Your fangs and claws have grown dull! Fear does not fear!
That won't do. Sure, I'll play along.
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Heed my command! Never hesitate!
That won't do. Watch your head.
Juicy. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
I swear to be always soaring, forever triumphant! Sing! Inevitable!
Petrovets. It's on me.
Envelop the earth! Your own claws!
That won't do. Spend freely. The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
There's more to life.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate!
That won't do. It's on me.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Not fear!
That won't do. Sure, I'll play along. Watch your head.
Some value, I suppose.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate!
Petrovets.
Let's improvise.
Existence is unity.
Make your move, lady.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. That won't do.
Fearless will not fear!
Sure, I'll play along.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Check. Victory
will be swept away by the wind.
That won't do.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Some value, I suppose.
Our little hunting game ends here. Mighty light of the heavens, wolf in my heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one.
My only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Dan Heng, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. You were sent here by the General to hear my confession, weren't you? If there's even a shred of empathy in you, you should understand that ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Dan Heng, Ningxia, as Vidyadhara...
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin, but Elder. Your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of...
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Ningxia, Dan Heng, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara...
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors. Because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survive...
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, the Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers and would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the Immortality Plague. Only we, the
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy.
Hold it!
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Dan Heng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's... here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to... According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We are all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Talron. Vidyadhara Rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during Rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you...
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please!
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave here alive.
Both body and mind must be...
Merciful Medicus!
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Get it together. Until everything burns to ashes!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Firefly type set from the seas of flame! May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah. Fight to live! Attack detected!
Some value I... Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Allow me to purge the root of time to cleanse the filth. The truth burns clear as a everything in this world is bleeding. Dragon Lady, are you alright?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu with her hatred for me.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do any? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become this. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter.
Regrettably, Mr. Talron, the skies... And just moments ago, who...
I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey. Are you amused? All right, enough playing.
The infirmary is right over there.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine, or if I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hulays with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li, I'm the least accomplished in swordplay. But I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my...
Look you came to the
Exactly! How are my masters?
Unfortunately, I'm just following the doctor's advice. Your Master Yenqing wasn't as lucky. Considering the
Master Yun...
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside... I can guess why. General Fei Xiao?
Yun Li?
Got it, Ling Sha.
What about that?
Thank goodness you and the others found Yaoqiu. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maozi, all three from the Yaoqing, are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous heal.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission.
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But, alas, General Fei Xiao just look. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Fei Xiao.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to...
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front... I'm sorry, Jiao. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a...
Jiao, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about.
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
In this vast universe, there's bound...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force, meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always...
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They were...
General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately...
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power. She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. It's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper rank."
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borison's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borison's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and...
As Elder Huaiyan suggests.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu, but my thoughts... From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Phantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Phantilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts...
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huaiyan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle. Where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our... Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations. Jing Yuan, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chess...
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the Seer strategist thinking of us, or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly." I'm intrigued.
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the Seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchui couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchui has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the Swarm Author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the Divine Body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the Plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchui has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Ting Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Something the matter?
I didn't get a wink. I looked in the mirror. Huh? I appreciate that. Actually, before you came, you better keep...